Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 6 of the Inter Milan career mode on FIFA 19. We are level at the top with Juventus, but have a game in hand about to be played here on Sunday away from home against Roma, who are 4th and could close up to within 4 points of us if they win that. We do actually face Juventus in the next game after this one against Roma as well, so it's a massive episode. And then it's PSV in the Champions League, what already guaranteed top spots, will sim that. Udinese at home will sim that. We'll play Napoli and then sim the final game of the month against Empoli. Of course, it's December, so it's the last opportunity for you guys to get your transfer suggestions in. We've £38.76 million available in the transfer budget as things stand. A couple of players hopefully will be leaving us by the end of December, and as we tick over into January, hoping to get D'Ambrosio out, still trying to sell on a couple of others as well. Antonio Candreva will be going to Napoli once we reach January as well, so we will have about 50 to 55 million pounds, maybe slightly more to spend in January. I would still like Alex Telles at left back, but we might have the opportunity to sign a couple of players on pre-contract. I mentioned Adrien Rabiot yesterday. I'm recording this one before you've seen that video. It's about to go live in 2 hours, so wait and see your feedback on that, and I may yet act on signing Adrien Rabiot on a free. But we'll start here with a game away from home against Roma. Hopefully get ourselves back top of the league. Roma, obviously a fantastic side that we did a series with last year. Will be probably the same lineup here to start the game. Grimaldo's at... Oh, they've got Grimaldo. That's an interesting signing. Grimaldo at left back, Olsen, Morales. They're really lacking on goalkeeper, aren't they? Justin Kluivert on the left-hand side as well is still probably their best option out there. It's not as strong a side as you would have thought for Roma. Really, they're a side that you expect to be, going all out for a league title, at least to attempt to win a league title. And with only 4 or 5 players above 82 or 83 rated, it's really not that strong a team at all. We, though, aren't quite at full stamina, but still should be at full strength to be able to get the victory here against Roma, and then hopefully really put ourselves right in the driving seat for the Serie A title if we can beat Juventus in game number 2 as well. Throw for Roma. Gets it straight back to him. Oh, it's a lovely ball into Marcel Sabitzer, and Dzeko's in the middle, although they're looking for the man at the back post. It's awkwardly cleared away by Asamoah, but away it went. So forward there to Bruno Fernandes. Will certainly give Lautaro Martinez some first team football today. Probably against Napoli. I'm still thinking I'll go with Icardi against Juventus, but you never know. Lautaro Martinez might get the opportunity in this game to have an impact off the bench as he did in the last episode. And then he might force my hand with trying to put him into the starting lineup for the game against Juve. Olsen with the save for Roma though early on, although it wasn't necessarily the most difficult stop he's ever had in his life. And now Cengiz Ünder is in behind for Roma and causing me problems. Dzeko with a header, but that's well wide. Sabitzer. Oh, Asamoah's done brilliantly there. Not too much space to work with here. Try and play Perisic in behind. Karsdorp is fairly fast, so should be able to deal with the pace of the Croatian. Nangolan around the corner there, and Icardi knows. Actually, Bruno Fernandes further forward. Corners coming from Politano after a decent block for the defender. Marcano's up to clear that away this time. Corner again for Politano. Oh, another good delivery and cleared away off the line by the defender after the header from Skriniar. Trying to get myself this 1-0 lead. Could do with more bodies in the box. I wanted to cross that, to be fair. Bruno Fernandes to Icardi, trying to find Nangolan. Really, really lucky with how that ended up at Raja's feet. But he'll try and turn, and Kolarov will deal with it. Roma solid defensively so far. Working very hard in that defensive third to try and keep me out. But they are doing it thus far until perhaps now. That could have gone anywhere. Manolas deflected behind for another corner. That one not the best of deliveries, but still did well in there, Skriniar, to try and get something on it. But our new captain, unfortunately, heads that one wide. Ball down the line to Justin Kluivert. Turns well. De Rossi. Sabitzer save from Handanovic. Reactions from the man to keep that out of close range. Really pleased with that. Cengiz Under to cross the ball in. Looped and looped horribly. That's one of the worst corners we'll see for a while. Sabitzer. And then to Cengiz Under. Oh, first time hit from Kluivert. Blocked by Visalko. Can he have a better delivery this time, Cengiz Under? We shall find out. Last one was awful. That one's better. Very good, in fact, to Marcano's effort. I think deflected off his own teammate there to fall back to me. Bruno Fernandes will get that forward. They've got a number of players back defensively, so should be able to deal with that. It's poor from Justin Kluivert. Get that to Nangolan. Poor from me as well. And from them. Not really much quality in this game so far, other than a couple of decent saves from goalkeepers. Lacking in the outfield players with regards to quality of the game. Certainly we look like the more likely to score, but Roma might actually score here. But no, Asamoah again getting that away, and Zonzi wins that header. De Rossi could hit that. I would have done if I were him, but it's poor from Edin Dzeko. It's going to be 0-0 at half-time here. Given away terribly by the Roma backline. Ivan Perisic looking to break in behind. Will cross, looking for Icardi in the middle. Can't quite get to it. Trying to knock that down with Politano and find a teammate, but I can't. And Karlstorp clears the danger. That was all their own doing there. I think that was Cengiz Under going off. Indeed it was. And Okereke has come on in his place. Politano, keep that on his left. Look to bend it. Yeah, that wasn't very good. Kolarov. It's 2v2 here. Dzeko. I needed more players to flood forward in support there because I got defenders back, and in the end it was a poor pass. Nangolan across to Kwadwo Asamoah. Now they're outnumbered at the back, and Perisic, who's played in behind. Got Lautaro Martinez in the middle. I see Nangolan on the edge of the box. It's Martinez who's found. It's Martinez who scores. He will certainly start against Juventus, Lautaro Martinez. He's turning up for me in these played games now. Certainly getting more out of him when I'm playing with the team than we do from Icardi. But Icardi's certainly better when simulating, so perhaps that's the way around we should use it. Ball was intended for Nangolan there on the edge of the box, but his 6th goal of the Serie A season there. Lautaro Martinez makes it into 1, Roma 0, with 19 minutes to go. Kluivert. Trying around the outside. Decent delivery. De Vrij does well to head away, and Zonzi flicks that back. Kolarov down the line. Kluivert again into the middle. Nangolan can't quite get to that. Kluivert. Oh, wasn't the best of attempted slide tackles. Steven and Zonzi. Cristante could save. It's going to drop to Okereke. Okereke. Oh, I can't remember what his name is. It's Okereke something. Good save by Handanovic is the most important thing. Justin Kluivert to take the corner. Pellegrini has come on for Nzonzi. Nangolan will get that back only as far as Justin Kluivert. And they'll have another corner. What is that guy's name? I did mention it in commentary earlier on. It's Okereke or something like that. Is it Okereke? Okereke. David Okereke. Okay, we'll try and not stumble over that quite so horribly in future. Corners come in again from Justin Kluivert. 12 minutes to go. It's poor. Oh, potentially could have caught that Handanovic. Pellegrini just lost it back into a dangerous area. But it's well cleared by Kwadwo Asamoah. Here is Okereke. And finds Kolarov with the cheeky flicked backwards header. Chicharito style. Handanovic, though, still on top form. Justin Kluivert again to deliver the corner. We'll find Marcano. What a header. Kwadwo Asamoah can't get it under control. And it drops to Brian Cristante, and that is Roma 1 into 1. Tried to clear that with Kwadwo Asamoah, and I just couldn't get it under control or get the first time clearance. Was hitting B, but it just wouldn't happen for me. Brian Cristante got to it first. Lovely header by Marcano. Really unlucky not to score, and it's like he went to take a touch there to then clear it, Asamoah, but the pace of the ball just took it too far away from him, and he couldn't get to it. And Cristante couldn't miss, really. That's Roma 1 into 1. There's 7 minutes to go. We might not be getting that victory we were after. Pellegrini forward there to Brian Cristante. Justin Kluivert spins back well. Trying to close him down and can't. Get rid of that, please. Win this, Stefan. He didn't, but thankfully Raja Nangolan was there. Counter-attack to maybe win the game. Bale Keita's on his bike. I couldn't quite get it to him. Lautaro Martinez around the corner to Gagliardini. Substitutes linking up, turning inside. I'll look for Martinez again. And Fernandez! He hit that straight at the keeper. Should I have used Balde Keita? Maybe so. Corner to come in. We'll look for the near post one. And head it away. Please let me shoot, ref. Please let me shoot, ref. Please let me shoot, ref. Oh, you should have blown your whistle to save me the embarrassment, ref. Game over. 1-1 draw against Roma. They played well enough to earn the draw, I think, Roma. And as you can see from the stats, it was very even. Quite low pass accuracy, though, for me, 82%. Perhaps that was my downfall, or I wasn't able to finish them off. Never mind, Juventus next. Juventus starting as strong as they possibly could be. That was the default starting 11, and to be fair, you couldn't improve it. So we'll leave it as is, and I just made the one change. I said I was going to give Lautaro Martinez the start in this next game. I am going to do so. Bruno Fernandes up at 86 rated now as he continues to grow. That's good news. Any more growth elsewhere? Brozovic is up to 82, but I think that happened last month. Let's go and... Well, I'd say get another 3 points. Just avoid defeat here, I think, is the most important thing. Because of our draw, Juventus won their last game, so they're now just a single point behind us. If they win this, then they're right in the title race and above us again. If we win, then it gives us a real advantage. Oh, that's poor. Give that straight to Brozovic. And look at the run Politano made. Alexandra has the strength to slow him up. But Bruno Fernandes will find Ivan Perisic. This could be the dream start at the Juventus Stadium. Perisic with a turn inside and looking for the finish and finds a superb one. 3 minutes 49 seconds in the battle of first versus second. It's first that takes the early shot. 1-0. Fernandes. So much space for Politano. And what's going on with the Juventus backline so far in these opening few moments? They are not switched on at all. Angolan into Martinez. People backing off. Maybe because they knew that was coming. That wasn't the best. Good header by Vasalco. Politano brings it down. We'll move that to Angolan. Then forward there to Fernandes. Working this about really well. It's not gone well. Still we come forward with the ball. Politano, Martinez, will he do better this time? Oh, you bet he will. 16 minutes in, it's 2-0 Inter. Juve falling apart. I expected a much bigger test than this from Juventus. Martinez missed with his first effort, but that is either expertly placed or really fortunately scuffed into the bottom corner. I think it's expertly placed. Superb finish. 2-0. Juventus's problem here is that they're playing pressure, high pressure on a heavy touch, and every time they lose possession high up the pitch, I'm able to just counter on them and have like 5 or 6 players running at their 4 defenders. Tactically, Juventus just aren't set up properly for this game. That and the fact that the top teams never seem to play as well as they should against you in career mode. And Juventus really don't have much to offer in this game so far. Dybala, Pjanic, Khedira again holds his run well. Joao Cancelo down the line there to Dybala. Decent delivery, headed away by Vasalco. Politano, heavy touch, gets to that first, but Sandro has the strength to hold him off. Still looks like it's going to be 2-0 at half time. I don't know what's going on with the Juventus man there. They've just not been very good, Juventus. It's the long and short of it. They have underperformed so far in this game. Perisic with that first time, and Joao Cancelo's deflection will send it out for a corner. If I can get a third here before half time, I'd say that's game over. De Vrij, why not? Oh, at least let me shoot, ref. 2-0 up at half time against Juventus away from home. Certainly not expected in terms of the way that the league is going, but because it's FIFA and you're playing against the best side in the league, of course they play like shit against you. Logic. Ronaldo. Nice interception by Asamoah. Lovely turn by Bruno Fernandes as well. We're using Angolan there and then Politano. Not going to be able to do Alexandro for physicality, but we can play the ball about beautifully. It's a lovely ball. Can we dig that over the keeper? What a gorgeous Inter Milan goal. 3-0 up now at the Juventus Stadium and destroying the opposition. That was a beautiful goal. Really, really pleased with the way that that move was put together. The Berber spin from Politano and Alexandro, the weight of that pass and the lofted finish. That's why we're top of the table. Politano. Brozovic is there. Bruno Fernandes, Lautaro Martinez, Perisic. Good save by Szczesny, otherwise it would have been 4. It's very rare that you see the top 2 go head-to-head and for it to be as one-sided as it has been. Tyson has come on for Douglas Costa. Brazilian for Brazilian. There's a 4th. I didn't shoot that. Perisic hit it on his own. I shot the header, and it was poor, but the AI did that for me. Good finish, but, well, I say good finish. He's not exactly going to miss from there, is he? 4-0. To Ronaldo. Back to Tyson again. Tyson, Alexandro kicks that against Vasalico. Best of passes. Making this about well. Lautaro Martinez will find Bruno Fernandes. We'll go to Lautaro again. Lovely little flick. Bruno Fernandes again. Lautaro again. Oh, good block. And second block as well from Bonucci. It could have been 5. The fact that I'm even potentially able to go 5-0 up against Juventus is ridiculous. We struggled against lower leagues or lower sides in the division. Sampdoria were really hard to play against and got themselves a 2-2 draw against me. Yet I play against Juventus, who by far the best team in the league, and I get a really resounding victory with them creating barely any chances. Certainly something that needs to be looked at for FIFA 20, and you can guarantee it's certainly the sort of feedback that myself and all of the other game changers that play career mode have been giving to EA over the past few months. So hopefully it will be heeded and we'll see changes in FIFA 20. We shall have to wait and see, but for now it's going to be Inter 4, Juventus 0 here at the Juventus Stadium, and we shall romp home to a 4-goal and 4-point lead at the top of the table. Rather apt then perhaps that we've scored 4, because we are about to go 4 points clear at the top of Serie A. Up next for us, I think it was actually a simulated game first against PSV, then it will be Napoli in the Europa in Serie A. Dear me. Confirmation that D'Ambrosio has been sold, so he will be leaving to go to Athletic Club de Bilbao. Once January arrives, another player sale that will add some money into our coffers, which is nice. We should be able to improve the team quite nicely in January with a marquee signing. We shall sim this game now against PSV. See if we can't get ourselves another victory. They've lost the last 3 games in the Champions League. They lost, oh no, they drew against us, I think, didn't they, in the first simulated game in the Champions League. So they have at least some points in the group stage, but certainly they're not doing that well. I think that may be the only point they've gotten so far, is the one that they got against me in the first game of the group stage when we simulated it away from home. And thanks to Lautaro Martinez's second of the game. No, never mind. Frenkie de Jong. Actually Luke de Jong, isn't it, at PSV? Frenkie de Jong's at Ajax. Martinez with a 3rd and a hat-trick. Said Icardi's the one that steps up for me in simulated games. Evidently Lautaro Martinez can do the same. It's Udinese next. There's an extra simulated game that I forgot about in the meantime. Then it will be Napoli, which actually might be midweek here, upcoming. Talking about international jobs. Is it on the Thursday? It might not be midweek. I might have absolutely made that up, but I think it might be. Oh, it's midweek next week. Okay, fair enough. Napoli midweek next week. Well, let's see if we can get a victory against Udinese now then. And the gap at the top is still 4 points. Juventus still able to do great things against everyone else, but not against me for some reason. Fernandes gives us a 1-0 lead here at home against Udinese. We can continue the great run of form we've been on domestically. Then, Icardi with a goal as well. We look favourites for the Serie A title this season. Politano with a 3rd to give us a 3-0 lead, and Balde with a 4th off the bench. Yeah, Udinese didn't have anywhere near enough. Just 5 now. Balde Keita with a 5th. That might well be our biggest win of the season. Unexpected massive result there. Unexpected great result against Juventus. £27.8 million added to the transfer budget for next season for getting through the group stages in the Champions League. Chaining the young centre-back Brankovic and the young winger Greco in these training modules now, as well as the centre-back Van Huysden and left-back what's his name? It's going to leave me now. It's Dalber. They're in training at present. Up next for us, though, is going to be Napoli, and we shall head to that game now. Right, Napoli starting lineup. Dries Mertens is probably going to start up top ahead of Max Kruse, to be completely honest. Zielinski on the left-hand side of midfield, though. I'm not sure about that, actually. Let's put Kruse up top and Mertens out wide. Jordan Henderson in the midfield alongside Baba Diawara. Unas on the right-hand side. In fact, Diawara can come up for Zielinski. Albiol, yeah, that's probably as strong as they're going to get at the back, isn't it? And Mere in goal. He grows well. He's a good young keeper. We'll leave him in. He just played against Arsenal, of course, in the Champions League. They're missing Lorenzo Insigne through injury. That's why he's not in the starting lineup. It's a very small squad for Napoli. Very small squad for Napoli. I thought mine was small, but theirs is even smaller. Literally just one player fit that isn't on the bench for match day. That's unreal. Right, Lautaro Martinez continues to get the start as he's been in great form. See if he can get another couple of goals for us. Zielinski. Oscar come in here. Does deflects off Brozovic. It'll be a corner for Napoli. Are they going to start as brightly here as we did against Juventus? Jordan Henderson on the set piece. It's a good delivery. It's headed away by Nangolan, but only as far as Unas. Brings it down. The driver on the outside. And seems quite quick as well, actually. Decent delivery. Headed away by Vasalko again. Not fully clear, though. Although Jordan Henderson loses out to Lautaro Martinez, then wins it back off him again, and he stayed down hurt there. Back to his feet, though, thankfully. Hopefully he's not going to be out injured for too long. We've just given him that first team start consistently ahead of Mauro Icardi. The last thing he needs now is to miss a large chunk of games through injury. He may well do that now, which would be really, really annoying. Salco and Golan. Fernandez with a nice turn. Oh, Politano skips in there. The defender missed it. And we'll lay that into a teammate. Nangolan's left all alone. I should have finished that. Why would the defender leave him completely, entirely alone there, 5 yards away from goal? Inexplicable from the Napoli backline. Martinez seemingly shrugged off that knock that he took earlier on. Politano will get that under control. Look to bend it. Was decent, but Mere makes a good save. Napoli have had chances at the other end, but now we're having chances of our own, and hopefully it won't be long until we take the lead. He's floated that back to Raul Albiol. They're going backwards here, Napoli, not forwards. Though perhaps it's part of the master plan. Zielinski with a good turn. Finds Husai really well. Oh, but his cross is poor, as is Skriniar's clearance. Another corner for Napoli. They're going to take this one short. Jordan Henderson in there to Dries Mertens. Delivers early, and the keeper will Superman punch it away. Koulibaly brings that down. I'm sure they'd rather he was in the box for the corner to try and win the header. But taking his time in deciding what to do with it and then crossing it really, really poorly. Now he's out of position. Martinez trying to get... Oh, they've run into each other, the two Napoli players there. And Bruno Fernandes is racing through. And here's Ivan Perisic on the counter-attack to give us a 1-0 lead. Mere didn't even try. He was already resigned to defeat there. Inter 1, Napoli 0. Interestingly, I did a low driven there to try and ensure that I scored. And that rose about halfway up the net, didn't it? Well, maybe not halfway up, still quite low, but rose about a foot off the floor. I wanted to keep that on the floor as a daisy cutter, but has come up to really a comfortable height for the keeper there. I'm not sure about low drivens this year, but that one went in, so I'm not going to complain too much. Lovely touch by Unas. And a turn. And again, and a delivery, headed away by Vasalko. Oh, Brozovic touch is heavy. Zielinski back to Gulam. Zielinski again. Husai, right back, trying to create something that's deflected. And, oh, they've still gotten it back. Jordan Henderson with the effort. Good save by Handanovic. Genuinely Napoli's first shot of the game after an hour. Not enough to get them the equaliser they're searching for. Samoa drilled, looking for Perisic out wide, but given away, and now here come Napoli. There's space on the left-hand side for Mertens, but they elected not to try and use him. Milik in there to Henderson. Zielinski just got there. Henderson again. That was moving around in the air. Handanovic did well to hold on to it. Henderson has had both of Napoli's only chances of the game. Gulam down the line there into Robbie Kruse. Not Robbie Kruse, Max Kruse. Robbie Kruse is the Australian winger, not the German striker. Lautaro Martinez does well to nod that down, and Perisic will get it forward. Bruno Fernandes gets there first, and around the corner is Ivan Perisic, and we're in behind. Raul Albiol trying to catch me. Perisic able to get away. I'll pull that back. And Fernandez kicks that against Koulibaly, who ends up on the floor. We'll flick that over with Politano. Then crossing into the middle. That would have been a great goal. But Albiol clears away. Zielinski going off for them and changes being made. Corner delivered well. It's Baba Diawara that's come on for them. For Piotr Zielinski. Disgusting first touch from Vrsaljko, but disgusting pass from them leads to me getting possession back. Vrsaljko back there to Skriniar. Can we get this second just to make sure? Martinez, lovely turn. Looking for Perisic. No, given away, and Husai does well. Pressured into a clearance though. Pressure. We can still keep on with 12 minutes to go. Rajan Angolan just try and bend it from distance. Good block by Henderson. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, top save. Top save from the keeper. Napoli really, really trying hard to stay in the game, to run the, or to offer themselves the chance of maybe, just maybe, having one opportunity on the counter-attack to get themselves an equaliser. But it's getting desperate at the back for them now in the last 10 in-game minutes. Why Nangolan has gone for a fancy flick, though, I have no idea. We've just completely wasted possession. Thank you, Raja. Henderson to Diawara. Let's see who they got there to Husai. Playing the ball down the line and has done. Mili Gagliardini does brilliantly. Turn that around the corner there for Fernandes. Keep that in, Ivan. Still time for Napoli to score an equaliser, so I'm still going to push and try and get a second, but not be so adventurous that we leave ourselves open at the back. Vrsaljko into the middle looking for Lautaro Martinez, given away. Only moments remaining though, and this should be now 3 straight defeats for Napoli in the league, and a number of straight victories for us in league football, and indeed it is. Narrow, but still victory. Really pleased with another good performance. Dominant performance as well. The AI not creating enough on this occasion. We've got Empoli at the end of the episode yet to simulate, but we are actually we're not pulling away at the top of the table. Juventus is still right with me, but it's now very much a 2-horse race at the top of this Serie A table, as you can see there. Lazio in third, a full 9 points behind us, and might be about to go 12 if we can win this game away from home against Empoli, which hopefully we will do. They've just beaten Torino though, so they might be slightly buoyed by that. Not sure where. Slightly buoyed by an early 2-second-minute goal as well. Not sure where Empoli are in the table. I think in real life it was Atalanta played Empoli recently. It might even have been last weekend, and they created something like 47 shooting opportunities against Empoli, and it was a 0-0 draw. I'm not sure how many shooting opportunities we're creating here against Inter, but thankfully, eventually, Dalbert in the 79th minute has given us an equaliser, and we will avoid defeat. We're just 2 points clear of Juventus. Rephrase, we were just 2 points clear of Juventus, and now Martinez is out for 6 weeks with an injury, which is exactly not what I needed. It is the January transfer window, but I don't think I'm going to need to bring in another striker. We have the players that I can move further forward. Valde Keita could play at striker if needs be, as can Ivan Perisic. Both very good goal threats. We'll advance as far as the first. See if we get any bids on the very 1st of January, and we'll also see some scout reports as well. D'Ambrosio's gone, Candreva is gone, no transfer offers, but we will now be able to give you an accurate reading as to what the transfer budget is for this window. That's a no, that's a no, that's certainly a no, and that is, Christ, horribly a no. 76 to 94, that's a yes. 60 to 80, no. Christ. Some of the options you get given with these youth scouts are just horrific. Like, I wouldn't have even signed players like that at Cambridge in the RTG, let alone a club like Inter Milan. They're all no's, but what do the other youth players look like right now? Let's have a quick look, shall we? Daniele Gordano, 62 rated now, still growing nicely. Might need to start training his stats as well. He's 5'11". Jumping's 80. He's down as a right back, but he's certainly going to be much better as a centre back, even though he's only 5'11". We'll wait and see. Marco Romano, 91 to 94 potential for him. That's very promising. Michele Greco, might start training him actually. Michele Greco, 16 years of age, 85 to 94 potential for him. We are already training him. 5'9" for Matthias Bauer. Actually, his physical stats do look pretty decent. I believe he's the guy we've just signed, isn't he? The right back, Matthias Bauer. 82 jumping, 78 strength, and already quite fast. Or faster than anyone else I've gotten recently. Anyway, that's for sure. 81 to 91 for Lennart Falke. Benjamin Schultz, 79 to 94. 6'6" at 15 years of age. When was the last time you saw someone that was 6'6" at 15 years of age? Dragan Petkovic, 75 to 94. Wait to see if he grows much more. Brankovic, 83 to 94. We're training him, and hopefully he'll be pretty good for us sooner rather than later as well. A couple of youngsters there that look very, very promising actually. So I will add yet more training modules for them in the upcoming weeks. But for now, I'll quickly show you what we have transfer budget-wise. I would still like to get Alex Tellers at left-back, and then we'll wait and see what else we can do. But we have 53 million at present. 55, really. If we go 90-10, 55 million to spend. And I would very much like a left-back, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be Alex Tellers. What could I do with the money that's left over? Do we try and sign Rabiot on a free? Do we try and sign Godin on a free, even though he's aging? It is a deal that's gone through in real life. Perhaps we could do that for next season. It's up to you. Do let me know in the comment section down below. But for now, that's all for today's episode. I'll be streaming later on this afternoon as well, so do make sure... Actually, I might be streaming early this afternoon and then recording videos later on this evening when I've seen feedback from this. So once you've watched this video, follow the link in the description over to my Mixer channel, where I should be streaming right now. But that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching here on the YouTube channel. I'll see you next time.